In today's session, I will show you how to add some divs and style them. First of all, make a new div ID and name it header. So just click on your index and make a new div ID and name it header. After that, make another div ID and name it right content. After creating the right content, guess what's next? The left content. Alright, so let me just finish closing this up. Alright, so now that we have the header, right content, and left content, by accident I spelled this wrong, left content, the other thing we need is the footer. So make yourself a footer div and name it footer. Just close it and save it. Alright, so now that you guys know we created a footer, you also notice that we created a file named footer.php. So take that div named footer, Control C, go to your footer.php and just make the last div you guys did down and paste it and save it. So this is basically your footer PHP, because you're gonna have your footer is gonna be on top. Alright, so now you can delete this. Alright, so the header, all you guys want to do is take this header and do the same thing. Control copy, Control C, take this out, go to header.php and paste it right below main content and save it. Now go to your index, and as you can see we have two divs, and this is basically simple as it can get. This is not a lot of code or anything. This makes it more simple and makes your website look so clean, because your code of the website looks so clean, because as you can see we don't have a lot of code. We only have 10 lines of code, which is pretty good. So at this, what you guys want to do is just open up a new page, name this main.css. Now what we want to target is the body, so type in body brackets and put margin equals 0, padding equals 0, and that's about it. Alright, so the next thing we wanna do is style the main content. So go to main, so just type in main. To style a div you need the pound key. So the pound key is the shift and 3, so pound key and then main content and then brackets. Alright, so for this one we're gonna make it 950, so we're gonna set it to the width is gonna be 950 pixels. For the height, we're just gonna say height equals 100%, so it could be stretchable. One other thing is type margin / left and auto, and I'll tell you this in a second, and margin / right and auto. This is the reason why, and don't forget to save it. The reason why is because once we have the page, we don't want the website of the page to go to one side or another, so it could be just in the middle. You'll get this once we have all this set up. So press enter and let's do the header. So the header is gonna be a width of 950 pixels, and let's say the height of it is gonna be 60 pixels. Alright, so the color, I haven't really decided on the color yet, but let's go with black. So background color, and let's make it black. Alright, so now we save this and we go to your our browser and refresh it. Oh yeah, sorry, one more thing that I forgot. The only reason it wasn't displaying is because in our header.php on inside our head tags, we forgot to include a link. So type this, a link href equals main.css rel equals style sheet type equals text slash css, and then close it and save it. And now you see this. As you can see on here on the main CSS, where we have margin left, margin right equals to auto. See, as you can see, this is just in the middle. It's not on one side or the other, it's just in the middle. So this is perfect. Alright, now the other thing we want to set up is the right content. So let's set this up, right content, and we want the right content to be one more thing, guys, the right content and the left content has to equal up to 950 pixels, because we have it inside the main content div, so it has to be up to 950. Don't forget that. So we're gonna give it a width of 500. Well, yeah, 500 pixels. Let's say 500 pixels, and the height of it, it's gonna be 500 pixels too. Actually, no, let's make it 400. And the background color, let's make this blue. Actually, no, let's make it kind of grayish. Alright, so now we save this and refresh it. You guys can see this. And one thing you guys are gonna notice is why in the world is this not in the right side? If we have the div that says right, it's because we need something called a float. So type in float and type in right, and then save it, and now it's to the right. And guess what do we have to do for the left one? I'll give you a chance to guess it. So alright, so now for the width, we're gonna give it 450 pixels. The height, it's gonna be the same as the right content, so 400. And the background color, it's gonna be, let's say, blue. Alright, so for the float, we have to put left. So if you were thinking about left, you actually got it right. As you can see now, you could tell we're starting to make progress. So we have the header, left, and right content. Now we need the footer. So now we have to style the footer. Add the footers styling. So for the width, we're gonna have this to 950 pixels. The height, it's gonna be, say, 40. And what else? The background color, background color, let's make it red. It doesn't really matter what color you guys get it. We're just doing this so you guys can see the visuals, and I want to show you guys something. So save this and go to your browser and refresh, and you guys are gonna see that you have nothing here. And the reason why is because we have the footer going anywhere. And go to your browser, save it, go to your browser, refresh it, and as you can see, the footer does not appear, and the reason is being that the left and right content have a flow of left and right, so this has nowhere to go, since it says, hey, you took my spot, blah blah blah, but the footer wants its own spot. So what you guys want to do is just type in clear both, and I mean clear, yeah, both, and save it, and then refresh it, and then you see the footer appear. So this is basically your website structure right now. You got your header, your left content, your right content, and your footer. So if you guys want to change things up, say you want to make this 300 and this 650, and want to change the color of these, you can. I'm actually going to change the header. It's pretty small, so I'm actually going to change it to 120. Yeah, that's pretty big enough. Yeah, that's big enough. Alright, so basically we were styling our CSS. In the next tutorial I will show you how to style it better. By better I mean adding a basic color, so in the next tutorial I'll show you how to add just one color that can match the whole entire website, and that's about it for this tutorial. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.